Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Seven of Stones and Healing. We just saw this about 10 days ago, and I was meditating on this card and thinking about the endurance that we did yesterday and instruction the day before that, and you were healing during this nap time, right? And now you're waking up and you're realizing where you're going, and sometimes the thought that kept coming across my mind when I thought about this was, you get hurt, okay? And along the way, that wound is so deep, you got to get medical treatment, right? And, I'm talking, a slash or, a cut or something like that, right? It could be a burn mark, right? And it takes time. It takes time to heal. It takes time because, there's a trauma to the body that happens. And when that trauma happens, the body's looking at, fixing whatever it needs to be fixed. Okay. Whether that's scrapes on your arms or, broken bones, whatever you want to call it. And it takes time. Your body's gone through a traumatic setback, right? If it's something small, a prick in the finger or something like that, it's not a big deal. But man, when you get something big, big cut that requires stitches, bone that gets broke, serious procedures, for stents and hearts and, things that they, doctors do just to, get things back together for you, right, from an injury. And it takes a while. It takes a while to heal. It takes a while to heal that body to get back to doing what you were doing. I know, personally, when I went through hernias many years ago, I was active. I was up to running 10, 15 miles, at a time, and I was running with a friend of mine, and man, did that set me back, right? I mean, even swimming, it was hard to get back into the flow of swimming, and just plain walking. I mean, I was laid up for 6 to 8 weeks after the surgery, just going back to work. I was still on light duty when I went back to work, for 3 or 4 weeks. But that took, let's say it took 12 weeks, 3 months to heal from that surgery. And it took longer than that, all right, to get back into the running form, to get back into the biking form, to get back into the swimming form, until I started feeling good. It was probably a good year until I could get back to doing what I was doing. Some healing happens overnight. Some healing happens over a long period of time. And that's what I want to talk about, with this. The other thing that came along was the scars. Okay. And, I believe that, there are internal as well as external scars. And, the internal ones, those are hard to fix. You almost need a shaman, to help you out with that, right? Somebody from the universe to help you out with that. And that's what they have, special doctors for and stuff like that. But, the external ones, I firmly believe that any scar that you have is reminiscent from a past life. Okay. That something happened in a past life ago, however it is, whether you got a scar on your shoulder or a scar in the middle of your stomach, to a scar on your pinky, right? Those all happen in a past life. They happen to you today, or this, while you're alive, but they also happen in a past life. Same thing with broken bones when they mend, right? And it's part of that DNA. It's part of that healing process over the past lives that you've got to go through. And it's emotional. It's an emotional time to heal. And it's required to open your arms and let the universe in and let spirit in help with that healing. Your body can do a lot, when you put your mind to it. All right. But you also need the mental aspect of it as well. to help you out with, healing that piece, that whatever part of you that's hurt. And just taking the time to meditate on it, and just taking the time to, focus on the area and help heal it better. Look for some herbs, right? Maybe put some peppermint oil on it or something like that, to help it heal. And, when you go through that process, it helps understand the trauma that's been there. Trauma from a car accident, or falling down and getting cut, or even, getting burned, right? And just understanding in yourself that, it's going to take some time to heal, and look at us as a nation, look at everybody as, as a worldly nation. There's a lot of hurt going on out there, and if you think about healing, Mother Nature's going to heal herself the way she knows best. And she ain't going to pay no mind to us. All right? So this climate change and everything like that, this is a wake-up call, folks. She's healing herself. And we need to treat Mother Earth with respect and dignity. And do what we need to do, to heal her. Because without her, we can't heal ourselves. That's why the green man's sitting there within the stones, right? And you've got, the 2 stones. You have 5 of stones endurance that we were talking about yesterday. So here you are enduring, and maybe during the night you're thinking about that. You're saying, you know what? I'm going to heal myself some more because I know there's a storm coming, right? Taking on that aspect of I'm going to learn something different, learn something new with that 10 of arrows and instruction. Healing myself with hanging around with others, right? That social atmosphere is healing as well. The 8 of bows, earth fire. And sometimes it's just not going to be easy. That 5 of arrows, frustration. We may want that leg to heal from a broken bone. We may want that arm to heal from a cut. We may want that heart to heal from a relationship. And it's frustrating because the wounds are deep. Healing's going to take some time for that trauma to take effect. But where do you need to take charge with that King of Bows? First thing to do is, you know what? I'm going to focus meditating on this. And ask Spirit to, help heal me. Through any of that. Broken bones, flesh being cut, broken heart, right? And knowing, that there's karmic reunion out there, all right? And then again, that King of Bows is asking you, where's your enthusiasm leading you? If you take the right perspective, you talk to the right people, you meditate on things, get your rest, don't overdo it, things will start coming naturally. Things will start healing. And before you know it, a day turns into a week turns into a month turns into 6 months, 6 months turns into a year. And that's the same thing with healing, for somebody that's passed along, right? The grieving process. I can literally say I really haven't grieved for my mom. And I know it'll come. But when it comes, it's going to be a healing process. Right now, going through the house, cleaning rooms, washing down walls, that's, I'm putting the energy into the house. That's my energy. That's my grieving for that. And I'm talking to her daily. I'm talking to my dad daily, while I'm here. And it's going to take a while, right? Because I've got things I have to focus on. I got to stay clear. Got to stay focused on what's going on. But I know what I'm doing right now is healing me from losing my mom. It wasn't really a trauma that I went through, but when you lose a parent, that's eye-opening. When you lose both parents, that's life-changing. And we got fireworks going off. Nobody's shooting at me. All right? So this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless and stay safe.